Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous. We are here to smash that like button. We believe this content needs to reach more people like you. We are watching. We are listening. Most importantly, we are liking and subscribing. We are pseudo-anonymous. Expect us.
Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone? 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like it burns. So give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorry's won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Ooh, who needs a job to pay the rent is busy. Gotta feel free sometimes, right? What doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like that. It hurts, so give him something worse to pass the time. Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah.
GAINZ in the house. Hey, welcome. I'm having some technical difficulties for the moment. I'll be right back with you guys.
I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah. Don't ever feel like you're all alone.
I've got a beeper. Something keeps beeping.
I can get you through this when it hurts and it's bad, yeah.
And it's about to drive me out of my ever-loving mind. So I'm hunting down that beeper. Beep, beep. Beep. have not yet bought any more rep, but we need to look at that. I haven't looked at it all day. I've been very busy with some other stuff, but if it's at a juicy price, I will seriously consider it. And here we go. Oh! How is everybody doing today? You're watching Late Night Charts with Road Dogg. That be me. And I have not found the source of the little beeper, but I don't think you guys can hear it. Hope you guys can't hear that. I think it's just on my side. If you do, let me know. I'm just sitting here watching Bitcoin drop like a rock. What you guys up to? Just watching all my hope and dreams just go down the toilet as Bitcoin is getting closer and closer to zero. Oh, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, what are you doing? Eat my shorts, man. Bitcoin, I see what you're doing. You're being very artistic, aren't you? That's as close as I can get to Bart Simpson. Does it look like Bart Simpson? Looks more like Gumby. Oh no, we discovered a new pattern called the Gumby pattern. Bitcoin's having a tough day today, right? We talked about the possibility of coming down to the magic number 28.8. 28.888 was my exact predicted number, just throwing that randomly out there, as I said then. Not really, it's just been a key level, and that's just been the heart of that area that Bitcoin either is under or above, and so far we've flipped off of it, so that's a good sign. 28.8. Can't go down as... Oh wow, look how close you actually came to the magic number. Let's look left and see what we saw that gave us some insight to that. So on the daily, this is also at the 50 moving average. Now, will it hold? Well, Ichimoku Cloud says probably not. It's getting really close. They're starting to get real cuddly up here, and when they get cuddly, they just get all wrapped up in each other, and we don't like that. Watching this very carefully here. We possibly are extending this pattern now. Still kind of in a fairly bullish pattern. It can definitely bounce here. According to Bukowski, this one has a 60% chance. This with this orange dotted trend line coming down, making this kind of megaphone. You know, it's not going anywhere. It's not pointed up. It's not pointed down. It's just going straight ahead, right? Just a wide open megaphone. 60% chance to break to the upside, believe it or not, as scary as it may seem. This 50 moving average on the daily may hold, should hold. It tested here, it broke through it here. It's got to come back and test it one more time. If it fails to do so, we'll come down to the 100, which we can. We did the same thing back here too, so hey, kill two birds with one stone. This comes down to 28,400. So is that where we're headed? 28,400? Between these two green lines is just where I hope I can snatch up some more Bitcoin. If I can get some Bitcoin here, I'll be happy. But will it go lower? Well, I don't know. I ain't no fortune teller, man. I don't know these things. Who else in the house? Glad to have you guys here. Appreciate it. We got Chris in the house. Chris is here with us. Chris says he's watching Doge and Soul. Jay, I'm still hoping for rep. It doesn't do anything but drop. Let me. Oh gosh, makes me think of XDB there. I think only you and I know who Gumby is. I think everybody else is too young. Oh gosh. Even Gumby's Second Life with Eddie Murphy. Oh gosh. How do you get that cool wiener on your screen? The girls just made him pop up there one day. Some reason whenever, put them up there, he just starts hanging around. I think he's getting bigger. He does have some floppiness. We have been visited by the, I guess the Floki Safe Moon Army, but I got to say, I put $60 of BNB into this. And it had a buy signal, man. You got a 50 crossing over the 200. That's your buy. That says go. We're getting ready to do something. And she did. She popped up. I wouldn't measure percentages, but it doesn't work the same over here for some reason on Dex Tools. But, oh well. It's one of them gambling plays. If it had been 600, it would be up about $1,000 now. But it's not. It's just $60. This is running about 100 now. Wow. I just dabbled. Just put my little toe in. My little baby pinky toe. And it liked it. I was thinking about getting a Floki Safe Moon tattoo. What do you fellers think? Not. But it's got just as big of a chance as any other meme coin that is popping up there any day. And I liked what I saw on the charts. I played what I saw on the charts. When they came by, man, I mean, I think it just finished its run. And I'm like, well, dude, we've been through this so many times, right? You get those run ups, it's almost like an art of science now, just down and sideways reaccumulation. It actually went lower than what I'd expected. So when I saw that, I thought, I'll take a chance on this little guy. So that'll be a fun one. When they come here, maybe they'll probably enjoy that. Bitcoin still wants to come down on the daily. Bitcoin, what you want to do on the 4 hour? You're kind of undecided with the Ichimoku here. Things not looking good. Those moving averages just poured through that 200 right there. 200 still has some strength though. And this was one of those situations we've been talking about how these moving averages just come up and start getting entwined on each other, right? And they all end up just coming up to the same level, just winding up around each other. It's like a big snake orgy. It's like when you buy that can of earthworms to go fishing with, you have to dig in. They're all at the bottom, just all squished up and moved around and squishing in and out, and it's just disgusting. That's what they did. And so we got to wonder, well, are they going to tangle around here? Usually I've found that when this happens, one of two things happens. It either has a really good move, a bounce off the 200, which obviously it didn't do here, or a nice move to the downside. So it looks like we're going to the downside on the 4 hour, at least according to the moving averages. Now our indicators are saying, hey, I'm going to test this area for a while, but there's nothing over here to the left to support us until we go way over here in this area. And we just broke right through with this big run up, so we could just break right down. So just some things we have to be mindful for. We did break our kind of channel market structure and did a retest of that area. Felt sad, had to run away, get some alone time down here in the 29,000s, and maybe get as low as the 28,000s. It's always a whole show this live. I have no idea what he's talking about. Nice play. I don't know. I have no idea what I did. I would tattoo any. Oh, we were talking about this stuff, but okay, safe man. I'll tattoo any coin that makes me $1 million. It's a tiny little one, but I just wanted to get a little taste of it. It's a little trade, but it did good. So I mean, you know, I imagine that the guys that come here talking about it a lot, I imagine that they have a lot more into it. Let's go check out Rep V2. Rep V2. I like it against ETH. For me on Ethereum, this little guy's just holding strong and hopefully have a bounce off of this 100 moving average. So far, I'm still cool with what I'm seeing, especially against Ethereum. See, we are holding this area so far nicely at the 618. We should continue to hold it. If we don't hold it, then we'll have to look at that a little bit more serious, but that's a good line in the sand right there. We got this little indecision doji right here. I forgot what they call it. Is it a morning star? The opposite of a gravestone? Usually considered to be a bullish thing. Oh, look, it just jumped up again. It also gives me the dollar amount here, right? In ETH? Okay, cool. That's not going to help me when I transfer it over for actual ETH. I need that chart. So dollar-wise, it looks like it's doing all right. It's $1.97. That's a pretty decent. And have I missed it again at those areas? It went down there twice. And I've just had a bunch of stuff going on today. I missed all that earlier. Had a nice little run. That's 15% there. She looks like she's trying to do something again short term. Maybe reclaim some ground there above the 9, trying to regain the 21. Ichimoku Cloud still kind of iffy. It's mainly on the 4 hour. It's a good one to trade on this one, I think. And she's just got to get above the 9 again. If not, but I think we'll get that. Signs are looking good on the other indicators. Stochastics on the 4 hours have been at a low, bounced, coming up to the upside. Momentum waves flipped and started to come to the upside. Got that little coveted green dot right there. We love that little green dot. Corresponds with this volume weighted average price. This itsy bitsy little sliver of yellow is right here. also going to the upside. But the biggest thing is how this money flows is gradually flowing back into this coin. Now, an interesting thing I found out about this coin, I was able to somehow just get past little layers that I could not get past earlier when trying to visit their website. It appears that they have established a fully decentralized sports betting kind of thing. Looks awesome. You can connect to it, but the only thing is there is nothing going on there. There are no orders. It looks cool. The concept is awesome. It's like they built something and nobody's there. It's the wildest thing. So I don't know what to think about this project, man. It would be easier if they haven't done, if they didn't do those updates on GitHub like 6 or 7 months ago. But that's recent enough. The thing where they're switching the tokens, that's going on. That started a year ago. So we're still kind of early for, but there's I see nothing going on there, but it's laid out just like, it's like a casino. You walk into a casino and there's nobody there. There's not. You can see where there's been some stuff in the past. They've been betted on Trump's election or the 2020 elections and things like that. But there's nothing going on now. It's a ghost town. But one of the coolest looking ghost towns that I've seen in a while. So, enter at your own risk. I don't know. She just had a good price and with a good structure at the moment that I do believe can go up just a little bit more. Most of my bag is a moon bag and I'm going to squeeze it. Get some moon juice. DeFi guy's in the house. Hey, DeFi guy. Hey, we need to take a look at some of these coins. A-Star. I know Mixia's got it because that's where I've got mine. I did actually get into a little bag of this too. Oh, what we got going on here? The bigger thing. The bigger picture here. Oh, will you look at that? It's still got a little ways to go, but that's what it's doing. So this one, I guess, being a newer project. I don't think it's been out that long, but very nice accumulation there. Very shapely, very well done. My compliments to your trainer. But in my opinion, we're starting to do that same kind of thing, and I think it will take a while for it to do that. And I think it can also revisit some of these juicy prices, about 3.5 cents or something through there, and can also spike up almost 6 cents, 5.5 cents. So off and on in a little bitty range through here as we kind of fill this out again on this side. But in the long run, that's great news. Because that gives us a measured move to shoot for a future price point of about 39.5 cents. There we go, found the right one, finally. Move it along, fella. So I like that idea. That's kind of cool. We've also got an established top. This is all the price history that we have on that, but we do have a trend line to contend with right there. And again, this bottom area. But for the overall scope of things, and that's one of the things I kind of made me want to dip into for a long-term hold. I like that idea. Focus is live here. Okay. Make sure I'm not missing anything else. I think Doge and Sol and live here. Take a quick look at Doge. Probably have it already charted on KuCoin over here. Still looking for that little guy. Looks like it found support there. Oh, I'm on the weekly here. Let's come down to the daily. Broke to the downside. Did a little bear trap action right here. But also, still the smaller pattern right here. Falling channel. But I'm looking at this much bigger pattern that we broke back into. Oh, and you should right there at resistance on these peaks here. So nice. So kind of a make or break moment. Look for divergence, and it's, you know, price is coming down, and it's also, you know, still in a downward slope here. So I mean, there's definitely some buy pressure there that's trying to slow it down, but nothing, no negative divergence there. You also have this level to contend with right through here. This is about 9.8 cents. For this coin, that's about a 28% move. So overall with Doge, let's see, it's got another bounce here. Slowly it'll take its time to start making it back up to these higher levels, 13 to 14 to 15 cents. It's a slow mover. It's going to have a few setbacks too. So if we're looking on the daily, it's got to get above the 200 moving average, which is what it's trying to do right now. And eventually, you know, it's been knocking on that door so many times, it'll wear a hole in it, and then it can reach in and unlock it, and then come in and, I don't know, do whatever Doge does when it ransackles your house, or your trend line, or your moving average. It wiped its butt on my toothbrush last time and then just left. Didn't say a word, didn't say goodbye or nothing. On the 4 hour, it's above the 9, so it's going to try to make that. It's going to try to break out of here, it looks like. Interesting. That could be a good thing, as that it's in a rising channel, and for it to break out to the upside of that means it's going to go on a little parabolic run. And that's probably what's going to take it back up here to this 10-cent level. So if we can just get that little extra oomph. If we can get that little extra oomph, she can go up. Solana, Cardano, Solana. Who threw up on this chart? Clearly, you never came down to this buy zone. Tried to tap it, you didn't tap it. Our target's been hit. Oh, God. I don't know. Let's start this all over. Solana. If I had to draw a line in the sand where I would not want to be in you anymore, it is the further outskirts of your price action, which you are nowhere near close to. Lately, I've been talking to these coins like they're people and they have emotions and feelings, and it's just the wildest thing. However, Solana, you did break price structure. You naughty little girl. don't know what to call it. You naughty little one, you naughty little coin, you. On the 4 hours, the moving averages are starting to pummel this 100. So looks like we're headed down to at least this 200 moving average. Kind of corresponds with this little area here. So it's kind of like a little support resistance flip area. We should probably draw a line there. I drew a line there. You can too. Join my Telegram group and learn how to draw a line. I will teach you. You too can draw lines on charts. It's just a happy little line, showing us where we could go. Happy little clouds. Happy little moving averages like a meteor shower trying to come down and kill us. Set the world on fire. We run to safety, back to mama. Back to the 200 moving average on the 4 hour. I think she's coming down for a little bit, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I just made myself dizzy with all this stuff that I'm doing here with the chart, but we got a swing low and a swing high, so now we can throw a fib on it. And so far, where are you going, baby? Oh, you're going to meet below a fib? In between fibs? That's sneaky. You're getting in between fibs on me like that. We caught you red-handed. Red-handed, not red-headed. I see $22.13 as a very rare probability for Solana to hit. Maybe down as low as $21.49. When you get this close, you might as well hit 2025 with a little wick down or something. I don't know. Really want to hold this orange trend line. That's really what we want to do. So, it needs to come down quick and rip this band-aid off of 2150. Then we can talk about going up a little bit, but we got some other areas to contend with on the upside. Solana. Did you buy Rep V2 or Rep USDT? Because I mean Rep USDT. I've got the V2. When I moved it, it's V2. When I look on some of these charts, though, they're saying Rep, like on who was it that had it? Kraken. So if you got the regular Rep, I think they got some kind of deal where you get 2 for 1 when you switch it over to the Rep V2, and that's open. Like I said, when I dig into it, it says it's fully decentralized. It's supposed to be up and running on its own, just that nobody's there using it. And it's Augur. And if you're looking at that one, it's got a higher value because of what you can do for it. But if that's it, that's running at 515, and it's getting ready to have a big buy signal right here, right? Within the next 4 hours, that will cross over, and that's official buy signal on a 4-hour chart. For your traditional technical analysis, that's everybody knows when the 50 crosses the 200, or maybe everybody doesn't know, but it's one that's learned pretty quickly. That's a buy. That's called a golden cross. So yee-hee. So this one, the original version of Augur, which is still out there and apparently trading, $5.95, $6.79. But I'm in the version 2, the V2. And they're both priced after one another. I just think it's 2 to 1 or something like that. But this is the old one that they're trying to get put over to the new chain for whatever's going on over there. I don't know, man. It's very weird. Okay. And did I miss? Oh, okay, live here, LPT. It is live here, right? Binance has that. Let's go to Binance. 4 hour looks a little hurtful. 1 hour looks a little rough, or daily looks a little rough. Beneath the 9 moving average on the daily, it's taking a little bit of a beating. It's in the doghouse. It did something wrong and probably trying to figure out what it is. What'd I do? I feel like I'm in a video game with pirate ships. Arr. You got some rum, matey. Arr. Maybe we need something to change the mood. So to me, when I zoom out here on the daily, draw my trend lines on LPT, and I think that's live here, right? You've got a descending or falling wedge, descending triangle to some people. You can look at it both ways. But there's several ways that you can look at that. You had a symmetrical triangle, which failed, like they often do. It's worth mentioning, though, because I've found that the best way to kind of track these guys is just to extend those lines. Because they're going to be support resistance areas. But we do have 2 points here and a number of touches here, so this is valid. And on the falling wedge, but the biggest thing is this trend line here, which got rejected, but now it's retesting it for support and finding it, yet it's slowly coming down. It's just riding its leg. It is humping this thing's leg for all it's worth before it decides to run away and come back up to the upside. I don't know what gets to the coins that make them do that, but sometimes you see that happens on these trend lines. It's a little bit bearish, but then it usually turns out pretty good with some kind of, a double bottom or retest of an area like that. We can probably guesstimate it's got a good chance to stop doing that right now and get its head on straight, and it's got a chance to turn around right where it's at. It has also got a good chance to come down here at this 786 area at $3.61. And that probably is a likely scenario. We'll probably just hump this thing's leg all the way down here. And then we'll start seeing signs for it to be turning around, doing like a double bottom from this area. But it's one level up. It's flipped this support or diagonal support resistance area. And that's a good thing. Just puts it took it to the next level. It's at the bottom of that next level, but it's on the next level. But this area right here is where it's got a lot to fight with right here. Got some heavy resistance about $4.40, $4.42. That's the area it's got to be above. So anyone that's looking like to invest in this, go long term or something, a retest of that area is an excellent buy point. Seeing it come up above it, retest it, put your buys in at 444. You got some great price action that's saying that it will go up a lot higher. using the Fibonacci here, this is for like more shorter term price action, really. I mean, it will take it a long time to play out, but this doesn't really take into account all the other stuff that we got to look at from way back when it was up around $50. But this tells us that it's got a good chance of coming back up to about $8.63, even up to $10, up through all these areas here. Starting here at $7.59. Those are some good areas to consider, maybe making some plays. Reevaluate your position. See what the signs are saying at that point in time, and if it's worth maybe trying to sell and reaccumulate at a lower price, or maybe hold on to it because it may be looking strong enough like it may continue up. Should one make a play like that from $4.40, we've got a 70% return right there at the first target at $7.59 up to this 618 Fibonacci, the golden ratio area, 94% return. This area is a 786 Fibonacci area. Fibonacci areas are very good plays for taking profit. Treat them as a zone, not an exact number. 127% return on investment, $10.09. For a long-term play, this is the daily. I like it, but let's kind of keep in mind what's going on here in the shorter term. As these moving averages are below the 9, like I said, have a possibility to buy it cheaper. I was going by the safety zone here. You little daredevils out there, I know you're out there. Little whales in the making's what you are. Don't let anybody else tell you different, because you can wait till they get down here, buy it at these juicy prices at $3.59, take advantage of these same targets, just get a lot more out of your return, because you're learning to be a sneaky little whale. If you can't beat them, join them. If you can't beat a whale, be a whale. Be a baby whale. They grow up into be big whales. You just do what they do on a much smaller scale. And they're going to be buying down here. Love me a tangent. Love me a tangent. It's really the comments in the video, like the description comments. But yeah, you can mention tangent here. And use the discount code DAWG, DAWG, getting another 10% off if you choose to buy one. They are pretty awesome wallets. Going to use mine while I'm away on vacation. So we did live here. What else? WLD. Is that Wild? That's not Wild World, is it? WLD. WorldCoin. Oh, I saw something mentioned about that today. I'm not up to date on it at all. Its own KuCoin. Did it just come out? It looks like it did. Looked like it tanked, or just get listed on KuCoin. This one sounded kind of weird, just what I heard in passing. Okay, I'm taking it that it just came out. Let's see what this thing is. WorldCoin. Going to change the world. It's already at number 160. It already has a $206 million market cap. 10 billion. That is billion, right? Got the millions? Then we got the billions. 10 billion. Because 10 millions is clearly not enough to take over the world. Circulating supply is 106 million. So there is plenty to dilute this price action over the next few years, just lower than what it is right now, in my personal opinion. Its market cap is 206 million. Its fully diluted valuation, if all these coins are out in the market, to sustain this price, there would have to be $19 billion in this market. There's only 206 million in it right now. So it's got to really, really not skip leg day to be able to keep up this price action here at the moment, in my personal opinion, just based on what I see there. Its all-time high was $3.30, which was very recent. Clearly not sustainable. So if it did peak, if that was the peak, then we're kind of just down and sideways as just general principle. I have no idea what this thing is. I don't like the tokenomics from what... Oh, blind me. Oh, sorry. I already don't like them because they have a totally white screen to introduce themselves to me. And I am in a darkened room. I do not... You rubbed me the wrong way. So if it started out at 14 cents and went up to $1.92, woo, they made some bank today, just raining down on everybody, didn't they? I'm getting ready to do some more here in a minute. But you will not like what I have to say, young Skywalker. But the dark side is strong in this one. Down here, comment will. Wow. This one looks highly suspect to me. Shout out to everybody in the chat tonight. Oh, we got more stuff. I missed. See, it doesn't scroll down automatically for me. We got not a member. We got Strega Heart in here, laughing at me. Can you read my old chats? I probably have just only been reading your old chats because I'm behind the times. Scribes in the house. How'd you get? Oh, yeah, you're the wiener guy. Or didn't mean to say it that way, but how's it going, everybody? Glad to have you here. Appreciate you hanging out with me on this crazy day. Getting ready to pack up and go on a big old road trip starting at 5 o'clock this next morning. That is very few hours between now and then. How fun that will be being on the road all day. My plans were to stream from a little laptop that I had, which would not hear of it. I thought it had a chance, but nope, it sure didn't. So been on an adventure today buying a laptop, which I found one at Best Buy. I didn't go all crazy, but it had the qualifications I needed. It was a gaming type laptop. It's like $500 or something. So it seems to be doing okay. I'm going to give it a test run after this stream tonight. Just playing around, trying to get it all set up, but hopefully I can still stream while I is away in these creepy hotels. But glad each and every one of you are here today. Glad you're having a good day, a blessed day. Is a blessed day because you are alive and breathing the air that God made and gave you to breathe. Combination of the essential gases, of which oxygen is one, to create that fire in our souls.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
little hydrogen mixed with that oxygen to give us water, which gives us the emotions of our hearts. Bitcoin dominance, baby, what you doing? Are you dropping and you ain't making my altcoins go up? We got to talk about how you're supposed to work, buddy. I don't think you get it. Moving averages say you still want to go down, but I've got a trend line here that says maybe not. Maybe even have something else playing out right here. This little guy that may be playing out on the shorter term time frame. Yeah, you got to keep your eye on it. It's got like a 64 chance to go to the upside, and you can see something else it's trying to do in here, right? This kind of a... I saw this on the bathroom stall at JCPenney's. I was mortified as a young man. I didn't know why would you do that? I didn't know they were chartists in there talking about trend lines. Sometimes you'd hear a rumble in the stall. I guess they had laptops. They didn't really have them back then, but I have no other explanation for the noises I were to hear. But sometimes I make some of those same noises when I see Bitcoin just start going up, just bouncing off, and I go, oh yeah, go. Oh, go Bitcoin, go baby. I do the same thing, so I don't know. Maybe it's a lucky pattern. I don't know. It's just a universal symbol, I guess. Sometimes it has a line, sometimes it does not have a line. So Bitcoin dominance may be getting ready to do something kind of freaky on us, man. That may affect our altcoins. And here I'm short term. We need to come out and zoom out. Zoom out, man. Look at, I can't get that image out of my head. Stop it. I've forever scarred every one of you for life. You will never look at this again. Is that why they call it a head and shoulders? I am asking for the sake of science. I want to know. We must be accurate in what we call out here. Look at that side. There's your line right there, that sideways range. That's the headline of tonight's story right here. It's also corresponds with the head of this inverted shoulder, head and shoulder. Some urologists might disagree. 9 out of 10 urologists would disagree with that. But I do know a few dental hygienists that would disagree otherwise. However you want to look at it, this pattern in most cases usually does end with a happy ending, with things just getting all wound up here and just exploding to the upside. But we are on Bitcoin dominance, which means that this would only really benefit Bitcoin. Let's jump back here to Bitcoin on that same time frame. Kind of odd. Bitcoin's down here at the dumps, threatening to go lower. 200 moving average is very strong. Leveling out, though. She's leveling out. Not a good sign. That's conflicting information because there's a very interesting theory when it comes to Bitcoin dominance, that if Bitcoin dominance is going down and Bitcoin also goes down, then altcoins are generally stable. soon, this will be more than likely going to the upside. This is where we need to pay very close attention, because if Bitcoin dominance is starting to go to the upside, oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing because I got the freaking chart up there like an idiot. Stop it. Is there a way I can fix that? Need to fix that now. No, I don't know where I hit it. I hit it somewhere very good. Okay, we'll just take it up. So here's a warning. Okay, let it be heard. Let it be announced. There's a dire warning to go over you concerning your altcoins and what may be in the future state of your altcoins. We must talk about it at the moment. 1 to 4 hour Bitcoin chart. Price could be coming down. It could be leveling out, maybe leveling out, but still pretty much bearishly coming to the downside. Indicators are pointing to the downside. Coming back to Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance looks like it's got something up its sleeve. It's got an ace up its sleeve. It's getting ready to do something kind of bullish here. With that in mind, and we're on the 4 hour, bring up my chart. When Bitcoin, I have to look on a different screen to see it, and I can't point to it with my mouse. When Bitcoin dominance decides to go up and Bitcoin continues down, it's the one in the middle right there at the top. See that? Then alt dump. Are our alt in danger of dumping? Okay. Just take it with a grain of salt at the moment. That's what these indicators seem to be telling us. So we need to check out total 3. Total 3. It could be bullish. It's one of those things where it could go up or it could go down. It's in one of those patterns you just really honestly cannot tell. I can tell you that it is under this Ichimoku cloud. Not great. Typically bearish. It's like being under the 200 moving average. That's what that means. It's that kind of, you're in bear territory when you're under there. We're kind of doing what Bitcoin's doing, kind of making a flag like we're wanting to come down. If we can't get above this area, these other moving averages keep coming to us. We're going to see a drop down to the 200 moving average. That's going to take almost about $8 billion coming out of altcoins. Most notably, I don't know, would they be going to Bitcoin? Would they be going to Tether? I meant to have Tether dominance on here. I do have it right there. Tether dominance appears to be wanting to go up to the upside, so looks like a lot of people is going to be going into Tether shortly for whatever reason. And I'm sure there will be lots of articles coming out trying to give people a good reason to do that. But Tether dominance does look like it's getting ready to do something a little bit bullish there. It definitely is above the 200 moving average. And total 3 looks like it's got a chance to actually come down. So just a little warning, but we don't really want to lose this trend line, and we're kind of being really generous with it right here. There's a little wiggle room coming to the extent of those wicks, but it's just right here at this 200 moving average. I have no more wiggle room to wiggle. My wiggle has wiggled out. This little line here is just, it already chipped a little hole in my stopper. It did it way up here, actually. So losing these areas definitely will come down. Pretty much parallel with that channel top right there. Just letting you know. It happened. We hope that 200 moving average will hold it. But altcoins could see a little nastiness over the next few days. Some of them were looking like they were poised to do something nice, though. Jan, is REP USDT going to do the same as the V2 chart, or is USD? They're the same. REP, the original REP, the old coin, the ERC20 coin, I swear I think it's a 2-for-1 swap or something crazy like that, but it is trading at a higher price, but it's in proportion to it. They both look good. Do I have an FOMC plan? For the Feds coming out and saying something is not to trade until the dust settles, that's the best thing to do, seriously. I'm not really trading heavy as far as trading goes at the moment. I'm just kind of just watching after my bags. Kind of been preoccupied too. And yeah, it is a good idea because what they do every time, unless you want to get on some, crazy little scalp trades. But all these wicks here are those days. They just do the up and down wick. So it would not surprise me them to come all the way back up here and wick down here or just anything like that. Somewhere between 11 and 1 o'clock tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time, something like that. It happens all the time. The market makers just have a heyday. They just ruin all the longs and the shorts for everybody. And I can't get that off my screen. There it goes. So, but we've broken some key areas here, so it looks like we may have a new range. I don't know. I'm curious to see what they will do. But definitely up to these areas. Probably will not go above that. May find a new low. I don't know. It could just come on down and or play around. I don't know. And definitely could come down lower. So very curious to see how that plays out. And we got some new information, so we can take that into account. Should this still be a short zone? Well, given we broke that area, I don't think there's any reason to look at it. We'll connect all the dots to the extent that they go. Oh, that lines up nice with these over here. Same pattern we looked at on a different chart. I'm totally sure this one overall, believe it or not, this one has a 60% chance to break to the upside. May not look like it now, but that's what it says. But I'll tell you what, these moving averages look bearish. Well, this cross here normally is bearish. This one's still got a lot of momentum, so she can still keep some of that momentum swinging to the upside and swing price back along with it. Your BT dominance sign is over the top of the chart you are showing, dog. Oh gosh. Thank you for saying that. Here I have just been talking away. Luckily, going through the test runs on the laptop, I think it allows me to actually not have to worry about that as much. That's one of my biggest fears is tucking behind some kind of freaking sign in my wake. Because I'm looking at I'm just looking at a straight monitor, just straight price. What you guys look at. So I have to look over to another screen to see what the little dancing wiener is doing. The girls are not scared of the wiener. So I guess we just kind of have to see what is going on here, right? Now, one thing I will say about on the daily, look how far away we are from this 9-moving average. Very far away from it, right? Prices so far, we're not close to touching it. So this is a good turnaround point right here. I'm going to mark that I said that because I think that's a very good possibility. I'm going to color you purple. I believe you can do something, boy. I believe you got something in you. Turn this thing around. Donna Midrest, do you have any alts running? Skew has been very strong past couple of days. Let's take a look at it. My Floki Safe Moon's running. Go figure. I went over that earlier. And if those guys come back, I'm sure they'll appreciate that. So, whoa. My friend, that is ironic. That is freaking going ballistic. That is crazy, my friend. Maybe you are a runner. Maybe you run a lot too. I don't know, but that was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Parabolic crazy. My fellow Kryptonians, any coin that can muster up enough energy to propel itself to these higher highs on a 4-hour chart such as what we were looking at does deserve respect. Sakura, I salute you. Oh, look at this curse that I put on it right here, this parabolics. Wow, look at that. So accumulation area. Weird that it came right up to this parabolic area. That's weird. But it's above the 200 now. But man, accumulation just died here. When was this? This was March. So apparently I looked at this before and kind of liked this idea. Does not mean that, you were supposed to get in. Although, if I was in it, I would have been born here. I got burned. Would have got burned. Baby Cakes, what you doing? Interesting. Okay, so nice. Take stock of what we got going on here on the daily. Oh, look at that. I think the cool term nowadays is swing failure pattern, but I learned bear trap. Caught us a bear. Caught us a bunch of bears. Apparently enough bears to start calling them on the prices they needed to be called on. That does look like a nice breakout. It's above the 200 moving average, so as long as it keeps that very promising. I'm trying to zoom in here so I can see these moving averages. I like what I'm seeing there, and it's just going to keep getting better. It can definitely retest this area. What was that, about 0.0095? The breakout area of this trend line. 65% chance it will come back here. It may still have higher to go before it does decide to come back here. Or it may just wig back here anyway. But this is the area to look for, in my personal opinion. We can even get a little bit more precise here. Oh, I think that's perfect. Personally, I think that's just a little bit too much. At 0.013, I think you can get a much better entry at 0.09, 0.0096 and 0.011 in that area. And it's not letting me do what I'm trying to do because it thinks I'm clicking on a fib. There we go. Maybe that's got it. So buy the retest of the breakout area is what I would say. Now, how far can you go up? This one's got a ways. Short-term trade up to about 4.8 cents would be a good target. So with 13.3, here's where it gets weird with me on these fibs, man, and I don't trust this. I don't trust this at all. I don't know what I've said here to upset the fib gods, but they're kind of pissed at me for something. We don't care about a background. Do not want log scale, and I swear it looks like this. Am I in log scale? I better not be in log scale. Don't you log me. These look normal. I can deal with these. Jeez. Don't feel like yeah, okay, that fits. This, okay, that does fit. You not so much. You do. So fibs again, you can't beat them for targets. You just can't. So this pattern has a 72% chance to break to the upside. Looks like it's trying to. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, though. We got to check out a few things in there. There was one we lost. We're still not out of the safety zone just yet. Or are we? That's the little guy we want to get above right here. And we're struggling with that area. So anyone that feels like they may have missed out, they can buy the retail. I got a box for that. Can buy this retest area. You're not buying the bottom, but you don't have to buy the bottoms. You definitely can FOMO in now, but if it goes down, what are you going to do? Your chances are higher if it does break out, comes back to this area again, just to retest it, and then it starts going back up again. Then you know, hey, that was the spot. All this time to find this little box right there. There's also this little buy zone right down here too. Remember, we got to retest this one right here. But we're looking at this bigger one, so you got two different ways to play this. So if it comes back down to this first area, just for it to play this other bigger move out, you've doubled your money. If it ever comes up to here to the 618, which it will over time, that's 7.7 cents. That's 655% return on your investment just from there. So we got two different ways to look for this. Down here, I think it's a perfect time to jump in, because you know, if it falls back into this pattern, well, this whole thing is negated. Not a no-go. The price is hanging right here right now. 65% chance to come back down here. Great place to buy it. And then by the time it gets back up here, just to pull this other move off, before it can go up further to retest this other line, you know, you've already doubled your money. Almost tripled it. I think that's an interesting one. I'm gonna have to take a closer look at this guy. It's secure, but it's definitely trying to move and do some things. You'll pump if you're lucky and then dump into oblivion. Some of these coins like to do that. Opinion on Kermit? I liked him. I thought it was weird that he dated a pig, but overall, He was great at the weather. Absolutely fantastic. I do not know what Kermit is. I think you've asked for it before, though. Tell me if I'm hot or cold or... Kermit wrapped ether on Ethereum. Kermit Frog. Okay. Kermit the Coin, and you have Kermit the Frog. Ooh. Kermit looks like half Peppy. This one does not look good at all. This particular one can definitely come in. It's under the 9 daily moving average. It's going to take something very strong to, and under the weekly moving average. We can probably go through all of these time frames, and it would probably be under all of them, like Half Peppy was, because Half Peppy was dead. All the way down to the 1 minute, just like on Half Peppy, all below the 9 moving average. Not the greatest sign, and there's no sign that this is a good time to jump in on this coin at all. It's got a long way to fall. If that's the right one. Striga seems like Doge has been happy. I think so. We looked at Doge earlier too. That was...
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
So I think that we looked at everything everybody wanted to take a look at. I'm trying to think if I've got anything that's doing exceptionally well. Did we look at Sinverse? I don't know if it's doing exceptionally well, but it did take a swing to the upside. It found a local bottom there at 0.00, right at 0.003, just a hair under it. Currently, let's get this chart cleaned up just a little bit. I'm on a 3-day chart. I'm on way big. It looks to be coming back down into the little buy zone that I got for it right here. Way it's approaching the Ichimoku cloud and all this, it can definitely, we could even lower that. Lower the bar. I think it's going to come down here. Maybe coming back down to about 0.0037. Retesting this 200 moving average. 150. 50's already crossed it bullishly. The 100's on its way to cross it there. I think it's just a little healthy pullback here. Check our fib measurements here. Make sure we get some healthy fib levels. That's a 6-1. Yeah, this sounds like a great opportunity to come back down to the 618. Good little buy zone right there for Sinverse, I think. In my personal opinion. I Lost 32 says next Pepe. Maybe. Maybe. Alright guys, the time is now 12:14. I'm going to go ahead and call this in because I've got to jump right back on here in a second and just play around with some technical stuff. It's not charting at all. It's going to be very boring. But to get ready for this big road trip I'm going to be on for this next week, and hopefully going to try to stream from nightly from the hotels I'm at. So the only thing that will stop me now, I think, is just Wi-Fi connections. But I got to test out this new laptop and make sure that's running smoothly and can handle what it can handle. Guys, until next time, thank you for showing up. Thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for helping me and joining me on my way to 1,000 subs on this channel. Hopefully we can bring something to the crypto space, some kind of knowledge to some newer traders, and just kind of just an outlook on the market in general. Just keeping our eye open for some of those nice ones that may be ready to pop off. Trying to find them before the masses find them. I don't know. We do a little bit of everything here. But I will hopefully see you again tomorrow night. Same time. It'll be an hour earlier for me by my watch, but same time. Well, appreciate you guys for joining me tonight, and For any of you guys that are bored, I don't know why you guys come to me when I'm doing a test stream on a laptop, but some of you do, and it's kind of cool. See you in a few minutes.